Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to another weekly update for the LoadPartner TMS project. Got a couple updates today, should be another pretty short one. Over the last week, we've focused on the shipment create page, especially. We're also doing a little bit with shipment list page and shipment details, but most of that's going to happen, I think, later this week. So I do have an update posted on the LoadPartner TMS repo if you're interested. Check that out. But a quick overview. We updated the database schema in a few places, added more details around shipments. So those are things like trailer types, temperature requirements, things of that nature. We also updated the shipment create form, made that a lot nicer looking overall. Added some docs to the open source repo. So added like a contribution guide along with some README touch-ups and some templates for opening issues or PRs. We also improved the search functionality for our data models so that we can do the select box a lot easier across models moving forward in the project. So it's multi-select, single select. I'll show that off. It's a lot cleaner now than it was last week. And works a lot smoother. So there's also a whole like search functionality we've built out now with like a resource controller. So we will be able to quickly drop in like search functionality for like shipments and things like that. We also added some default trailer types into the project now, so those will be configurable long term. But for now, we just have some defaults in there for placeholding. We also introduced data tables for our shipment list page. So basically, just a table of information that can be filtered and whatnot. Right now, it's pretty basic. We'll be working on that more the rest of this week, but I'll show that off. And yeah, I think that's high level the updates. So let me share my screen. I'll kind of quickly go through some of what we've done. So as always, this is posted on our GitHub repo. So feel free to check that out under LoadPartner/TMS on GitHub. You can also go to tms.loadpartner.io and find all the links on there, or just through our main website. So I kind of went over this already. Let me just jump into the project and show you where we're at. So this is the shipment list page. You can see we've got sort of just a placeholder here with like a demo shipment setup. You can click this link, go into it. This is still placeholder. We're working on that over the next couple days, building out the actual shipment view page. Most of the work to show off today, UI-wise, is under this create shipment. So if you remember from last week, this was very cobbled together. So it's starting to take some form now. So we've added in weight and trip miles. We've got temperature with range support. So min max as well as just a target temperature. So I'll just fill some of this in really quick. Let's go, whatever, 32. Here's our shipper select. So this is improved from last week. We have our search. So I can type in like products and it'll pull up all the products. I can also select multiples of these and search again, and these will stay here. So you can see I can search, pull in other people. This is all formatted now as like badges for multi-select. And so we can use this across anything in the project now. So we'll be able to keep that consistent and actually show a similar select for other things in the future, such as like reporting or filtering, things like that. Then going to carrier, it's the same exact experience. We're going to make this drop down full width. It's a little goofy right now. We're still working on some of the styling, but this is a single select, so single select, can't select more than one. It looks a little bit different because it is a single select. And we added trailer types. We have a couple just 53-foot defaults in here. Just say flatbed. Actually, I'll have to reefer in there. And then down in our stop section, we've obviously cleaned this up quite a bit. So obviously you can pick a type if it's a pickup or a delivery. You can do facility. This is using that same select that we were just talking about. So a lot of reuse there. We added special instructions and a reference numbers section. So you can put in whatever you'd like here. You also can add stops if you want to add like a second delivery or a second pickup. I'll just go ahead and say we'll add a second pickup. And I can actually move this to the top and say, so I can reorder these, pick another facility. Actually, we'll go hub. It's probably something. Sure, same one. And then we have our date picker. I'm just going to throw in some fake dates for now, just to fill this out. Whatever, check in with gate agent, reference number, whatever you want to put in here. Just do appointment, whatever in the future. And then you can also remove stops here with the remove button. So that's This looks pretty clean. It also works on mobile. So if I pull this up, actually let me do this. Let me save this, and we'll come back to it on mobile so it looks regular. So it creates a shipment. It's all placeholder still there. But like I said, everything is working on mobile as we planned. So this is the shipment list page. I can go into the nav. I can open shipments. We're going to get breadcrumbs up here so that you can click back. So it'll be like you're in view shipment 2, and you'll be able to click back to the shipment list from here. So I had to go in here. It's a little bit extra, but we'll be adding that. And then inside create shipment, you can see everything works on mobile. So we can select multiple shippers and everything as we want. We can select carriers, trailer types. We can do everything as expected, and it kind of like squishes together a little bit to match on mobile. So this is a little offset. The reason for this being offset right now is that the temperature range, if you check it, adds a min and a max. And so because of that, it like tries to space it right, and it's just a little goofy. So we'll clean that up a little bit, but it is all still working there. And then we have all the error messaging is also still here and supported. So if I do this, you'll see I don't have a weight or distance in there. I don't have a trailer type, appointment. All these things automatically are validated. So, and working. So yeah, I think that's the bulk of the UI work to show off from the last like 5 or so days of work. Other things mentioning, like I said, we're going to be working on shipment details. And so this isn't a placeholder anymore. Very soon. We're working on that today and tomorrow. So be on the lookout for the stream probably tomorrow. I'll be streaming some more of that work. Actually building this part out. There's a lot here, so we'll be placeholdering a lot of it, but especially like the accounting side of it, which we're not going to get to for a couple of weeks. But basically the goals right now are finishing up this page as like a skeleton so that it's like functionally where we're at. We'll probably add in like shipment states. So things like being able to mark it as like dispatched, in transit, at pickup, at a delivery, et cetera, adding those fields to the stops. So we can start adding ETA to a stop or adding when they checked in, when they got loaded. We'll be adding all that. We're also probably going to be adding commodity and equipment types here soon to the shipment. So we'll be able to track those fields. And then starting probably like mid next week, we're going to be getting into shipper management. So we'll be actually working on a shipper section for like your customers to be able to track more than just like a name, actually putting information about their billing information, maybe like lanes they run, warehouse locations, things of that nature. So that'll be what we're working on next week. And yeah, anything else that I need to cover? If you're not subscribed to our newsletter, please do so. We're going to be having a newsletter come out probably once a quarter. So the next one should be in February here coming up. We're putting one together. And as always, join our Discord if you want to talk more. Follow us on socials. If you want to get notified on like live streams or just different things we're working on. And last thing to mention is under our discussions on GitHub, we do have this ideas section where if you want to go and like get involved and give feedback, if you're not in our Discord, you just want to like see like ideas we're specifically trying to explore, there's discussion threads in here. Feel free to go out there and get involved, give us feedback, let us know what you think. Right now we're looking at like drayage, what do we need to do to support that. So obviously like splitting loads is a huge part of that, being able to split them so that they make sense both customer and carrier wise, and also like for your operations team. So any feedback you can give there is very helpful. We want to make sure we're putting those things into consideration as we're building out, especially in the early days. So please let us know what you think there. Otherwise, I think that's about it for today. We've got a lot of the foundational UI stuff done over the last week, so we made a lot of good progress there. A lot of these selects and date pickers and things like this are going to get reused on new pages. So that is going to go a lot quicker, obviously, on shipment details. So be on the lookout for a lot more next week. Yeah. I think that is it for this one. So thanks for tuning in. Kind of short one, but back to the grind here, making this thing happen. So appreciate you tuning in, and have a good rest of your week. Thanks.